Hello, all my crafty people out there. It's time for our weekly project. If you haven't been here before, my name is Stephanie and I upcycle clothing. Generally things I find at my local thrift stores, sometimes estate sales. And today is a thrift store find. Now this isn't special. It's not a concert t-shirt or anything. It's just a little reprint. But I really liked the Fleetwood Mac logo and the dove and everything. The problem is, it's a little snug. So, I think we're going to upsize as well as upcycle. So, I have this skirt. It fits, but it's an Old Navy skirt that's got some spots on it. And it's unfortunate because it's still got the tags on it. But I think we can use this kind of pretty yellow eyelet lace. And I also have this piece, which again, I thrifted. And it fits. It's a little big, but the problem is it's a little low, you know. So I think we're going to use the fabric from these two pieces and add them to this shirt and see if we can come up with something cute. If you want to follow along, by all means do. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hype. And I'll catch you at the table. Okay, this is a rough draft idea of what I'm thinking. Only one side, of course, not two sides. But I'm thinking I'm going to take this part of the shirt, the bottom half, the peplum portion or whatever, and make the sides. I think I'll have just enough to do that. Cutting it this short, so I'm taking off 8 inches off the bottom. And I'm going to be running it along that shoulder seam. And I'm going to get as much as I possibly can out of this. But I don't think I'm really going to need too much. And here's why. I'm going to use this not only as sleeve, but part of it will be the bodice. So this part will be sleeve, this part will be bodice, and it will connect to this yellow portion that I'm going to add to the bottom. And I'm not going to do a heavy duty gather on it. I don't want it to be super puffy, but it might have some pleating or gathering to it to make it fit in this particular spot. So what do we do first? Let's leave our t-shirt alone for right now because we don't need it until we start putting things on it. But let's go ahead. I was able to get the spots out when I washed it, but trying it on, it's just really not my style. And I do love the eyelet lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bottom half for myself, and I'm going to use the top half for one of the grands. I'm sure I can make a dress or some shorts or something fun that they'll enjoy over the summer. So I'm going to cut, I wanted to cut right above this line of little flowers. So I think I only need about 6 inches of this from the bottom of the scallop. Get the right side here. So yeah, right above these flowers. So I'm going to cut in between these two rows of flowers, if you can see that. And that way I'll have a nice seam allowance up there to work with. Now first, and then the second one, we'll take apart, we'll just take the peplum portion of this shirt, which unfortunately has pockets. Y'all know I love me some pockets, but we don't need them on this particular project. But fortunately, I don't see any seams other than the side seams. So we're not going to have any seam problems. And we're going to be using the hem they already have for the end of our sleeve. So use a hem that's already there as much as possible. So let me get to deconstructing. Here's the easiest part of the deconstruction. I'm just folding this in half. So I've got a shorter cut. And I'm just going to use my rotary cutter to zip off the end of that dress or skirt. Okay, the yellow part, that was easy. This one was a little more challenging because we had pockets and a lining. That one had a lining, but all I had to do was turn it inside out. And the pockets were at the top. Anyway, point is, I had more to do with this one. I wanted to salvage every inch of this that I could, so I plucked out the pockets and the lining. And this is it turned with the lining up so we can see the end. And I left the hem, but of course I'm going to have to separate it right there. and right here on the side seams. No biggie. That'll get caught up in our seam on the sides under the arms. So now I've got this kind of separated like this. I'm going to carefully snip off the rest of the blouse from this particular piece. Because again, I want the option of having as much of this fabric as possible. So here I am carefully trying to snip this peplum portion off of this shirt. Again, I want to make sure that I have plenty of this fabric, or as much as I can possibly get of it, to use on the sleeves / sides of our upcycle. Okay, this is the vision. Air quotes. The problem I have is it's going to be really tight to get this fabric on the sides and reach down far enough to go under this. It's going to be a super tight seam, and I think I'll probably end up serging it. The only question is, do I gather this or not? And I'm not sure. I may not. I think it would look better a little gathered, but not very gathered. In other words, I don't want it to be poof. And I'm going to have to be careful to make sure I get the dreams. It's going to be really tight. So let's get the t-shirt cut up first, and then we'll have a good idea of what we can get to work. And I have flattened it out really well. Some people use a template, like people that do the t-shirt quilts. That works really well. I don't have a template. So I'm going to try to line up my hemline as best I can and my neckline here. And that will give me a good gauge that it's at least straight. And I can cut off the sides. Okay, the most important part about cutting off the sides is making sure you get all of that sleeve off. You don't want to leave any of the sleeve seams. That'll kind of muck up your process. And then after I did that, I made sure I cut off at least 8 inches at the bottom, leaving an inch for seam allowance and making sure the dreams was there. Okay, this is one of the pieces laid out right side up, and that's the hemline over there. That's the original hemline. Again, probably the only way I can really tell if it's right side up or not. I'm not really good at that eyelet lace, right side, wrong side, unless it's obvious. I marked the center. You can't see it, but there's a little blue mark here of the piece of fabric, because we're going to line that up with our shoulder seam on our shirt. And we're going to put them right sides together. So let's put them like this. We're going to line up our seam with our center mark, because we cut it the same length front and back. We're just going to lightly pin this, and I am going to actually use the serger to put this together. Now this will be, and that's one of the reasons I don't want to stretch this this jersey fabric, the t-shirt fabric. But serging it will make it nice and secure, and it'll keep things from stretching out of place. So I'm going to pin both sides in the same manner, right sides together. Take them over to the serger, put these together, then we'll start figuring out our little bottom piece. Okay, here I am finishing up that pinning on one side. Again, making sure that I kept that center point that we marked over the shoulder seam. And then I will pin the second side. Again, these are right sides together. We want the seams on the inside. And then I'm going to take it over to the serger and run both of those seams from one side to the other, trying to make sure that we keep that center point lined up so we don't have too much or too little on the ends where we finish out. Okay, here is the shirt with the side pieces sewn on. As you can see, we're cutting it really close. We have about 3/4 of an inch at the end that I'm worried about this dreams, but I've got an idea. I think we're going to do a little maneuvering when we put this piece on. I am not going to gather it because I kind of want a flowy, kind of full look. So that's okay, but I am going to have to do something that feels counterproductive. I am going to cut these on the seams. I'm going to cut the seams out of them. And the reason being, it'll be easier to construct by putting both sides down, then sewing the inside seam or the underarm seam without having to deal with a circle. Trust me. So I am not going to waste my time picking this out because it is well serged. So I'm just going to cut these off. Let me get this turned around so it doesn't turn on me funky. But I'm going to cut these off, and that'll take care of these tags and everything. And I'm going to cut this one off, and then we're going to pin it. I've marked the center of these two pieces, and we're going to get the center of our shirt and pin from there as far down as we can, and we'll serge it. Then we'll serge the underarm seam. Now we're going to pin these right sides together like that. But first, let's get the center. So if we fold this in half, get the center of our piece here. I'm just going to use my little blue washable marker. And I'm going to do the same for the back. Okay, here I am pinning the yellow pieces to the ends on each side, right sides together. And then I will take them over to the serger and serge them on. Okay, just wanted to explain this real quick. You see how I'm kind of curving? In other words, I'm cutting off this edge and curving the way this yellow is folding across the front. That way we won't lose dreams, but it will curve up a little, and that's okay because it's such a slight curve, and this is going to be such a full blouse that I don't think it's going to be an issue. So I'm going to do this to both sides. I'm going to pin this as far down as it will go. Again, using the center point of the shirt and the yellow lace. Okay, we're on the last step. All we need to do is close up the underarm seam from here to the hem of the shirt, which is this lace. So this is all we've got left on both sides. I debated on whether to sew it or serge it. I'm going to try and serge it only because this stuff is kind of holey and it holds together better when you've serged it. So I'm going to serge from one end to the other on both sides. This is the underarm seam, and we'll be done. And this entire thing will have been done on the serger. Now you can do it on the machine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just find it faster and simpler. Now this, I'm looking at it thinking maybe I should have gathered it, but I'm going for the flouncy look, so I'm okay with it. But if you wanted to, by all means, gather it. Just make sure you've still got enough width-wise to go around. That was the other tricky part. I was afraid if I gathered this too much, it would be too tight around my middle. So we all know we don't want that now. Let me go serge these side seams down, and we're going to try it on. Here I'm serging under the arm and down the side. Just make sure you pull it tight when you turn that corner. Okay, everybody, what you think? I'm pretty jazzed. I actually wore this to work today. We were having a special kind of 70s, 60s kind of thing, and I broke out the sunflower jeans, and I'm super happy with it. It's light, it's airy, it's perfect for the summer. It's a quick fix, and it's a way to save maybe a t-shirt you really like but doesn't quite fit anymore. So if you liked it, by all means, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Don't forget to hype, and I will catch you on the flip side of our next project.